What's poppin', guys? Gar Champion here. The Infinity Cast movie is around the horizon for us, unless you live in Japan. And there's a lot to remember going into this movie, since it's been a while since the Hashira Training arc. This video will be a shorter version, but a more detailed series recap will be in the works here soon, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. As a reader of the manga, this upcoming movie will be absolutely insane. But to be fair, all three movies are going to be fucking insane. We finally get to see the Hashiras in action as they descend into the Infinity Castle with all the other Demon Slayers. But what led to this? During the battle with Huntengu in the Swordsmith village, Nezuko conquered the sun, and it was a huge deal, because that's what Demon Daddy Muzan was after, so that way he can be immortal. This makes Nezuko a huge target, and the secrecy of her location is top priority. During this time, she is becoming more human as she is starting to learn how to talk again. We see this in full display as she greets Inosuke, returning back from his mission, only for it to be Zenitsu, and it is the funniest moment in the entirety of Demon Slayer. There is a Hashira meeting discussing the Hashira marks that have been acquired recently. They decide to start the Hashira training for the lower corps because they know a big fight is along the horizon. Each Hashira has a different regiment to improve the corps' skill set, but there are a few absent Hashira from the training, Gyu and Shinobu. After some pushiness from Tanjiro, he opens up about how he's not a real Hashira because he never completed the final selection. He reveals that Sabito was the one that saved everyone in there and he did nothing. His sister was also killed by a demon the night before her wedding and his life was saved, which is what makes up the two different patterns on his Hawori. Tamayo is greeted by one of Ubuyashiki's crows and startles her. The crow requests that she goes to the Demon Slayer corpse and works with Shinobu to help make a drug to kill Muzan. She agrees to go into enemy territory, despite Yushiro trying to tell her otherwise. Sanemi and Obanai are out on a mission, and they slay a bunch of demons, and they get a glimpse of the Infinity Castle, and then it vanishes. Sanemi, Muchiro, and Obanai spar every night after training to improve their own skills. We get a backstory on Guillaume. He was one of many orphans and was a truly kind person to all of them. A demon attacked the house because of some little shithead who sold him out for his own safety. All the other children were killed nearly instantly. Guillaume gains immense strength that he never knew he had and beat the demon until morning, until it turned to ash. He was then taken to jail for murder, and then Ubuyashiki bailed him out and recruited him to the Corps. From there, he is regarded as the strongest Hashira in the Corps. As for the three main boys, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. Tanjiro is late to the training as he is still recovering from events at the Swordsmith village. Once he starts, he's breezing through them. He was basically soloing all the tasks for each Hashira. During his trial, he went head to head with him and inspired the other Corps members. Against Muchiro, he passed his test and had some encouragement for the others with a paper airplane competition. Obanai gave him no mercy as he was getting too close with Mitsuri, and that made him a little jealous. He got banned from Sanemi's training after a brawl with him for defending Genya after he threatened to harm him enough to leave the Corps. He was able to pass Guillaume's test of moving the boulder with a little help from Genya, who talked about repetitive motion. Not much happened with Inosuke other than just being Inosuke, and for brainwashing Nezuko to try to only get her to say his name. Zenitsu was also just Zenitsu until he got a letter, and then he was distant. Nakame, one of Muzan's demons, was shown spying on the Corps with her little eye demons watching over everyone. Sanemi senses one and realizes that they have been infiltrated. As he is running to the Master's mansion, it explodes. We get the greatest cinema and the most insane entrance as Muzan enters the mansion and greets Ubuyashiki. They casually talk, and then he says his death means nothing. It'll only make the Hashiras more motivated to take him out, and blows up the damn place. Kills himself, his wife, and his own kids. Muzan regenerates and is greeted by Lady Tamayo. She starts absorbing her and then is beheaded by Guillaume with style. The other Hashira and Tanjiro arrive, and then, doink, they all fall into the Infinity Castle. Some are confused, scared of what was happening, and then you get Inosuke, who is excited as ever to fight, and then a serious and locked in Zenitsu. So freaking hype. And that about covers all the main bullet points that I wanted to cover for this video. Again, I will be making a longer, complete series breakdown prior to the Infinity Castle coming soon. So that will be linked in the description when it is up. So yeah, just make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss out. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Peace out.